Hey there! Today I am bringing you the other part of my video where I was telling you all of the results for all of the product reviews that I have done to date. So my last video, I had all of the products that decreased my ketones because that was what was requested of me. I personally think it would be helpful to have all of the products that increased my ketones as well, because those are the products that I want to incorporate in my diet. So I wanted to provide you guys this information as well in case you wanted to test these products out for yourself and see if you can incorporate them in your diet. So I will go ahead and share with you all of the products that rose my ketones to date. So my very first one, my tried and true, I think this is the first product that I ever tested that actually rose my ketones. I didn't even know that was possible, but that is Chompies. Even the cinnamon raisin bread raises my ketones. I have tested it on numerous occasions. A lot of people say that Chompies is not keto because it has wheat gluten in it. I don't know what could be more keto than something that raises your ketone levels. That's literally what keto is being in a state of ketosis. And Chompies bread consistently puts me in a state of ketosis or increases my level of ketosis. So to me, it doesn't get any more keto than that. Another product that consistently raises my ketones is High Key Brownie Bites. I've also tried their cookie bites, but my original product review, I tried their brownie bites. If you haven't had the High Key cookie and brownie bites, they are delicious. They are a drier cookie, but they are tasty nonetheless, and I love the macros on them. You can definitely eat a lot of those cookies, and it's not going to be too terrible on your day. Another thing I'm kind of skeptical about, but it is one that I have tested, which is the Quest chips. They did raise my ketones, and this is the thing to know about things that raise your ketones or lower your ketones. No matter how it affects your ketones, you also need to keep into consideration how it affects your body. So for me, the at least the Quest chili, sweet chili chips makes me retain water weight. So although it increases my ketones by a little bit, it does cause me to retain water, which is going to make my weight go up temporarily, I know, but I don't like feeling I don't know. I don't like feeling like I'm holding on to a lot of water. So that's something to keep in mind. Just because it might raise your ketones doesn't mean it might be something that you want to incorporate in your diet. One thing that I have been able to incorporate regularly that does raise my ketones and actually really helps me with weight loss, and that is Enlightened Keto Collection Ice Cream. They have lots of good flavors right now. They did recently come out with cookie dough bites and cheesecake, and I will have a product review out about those if I don't have it already. But I also did an ice cream fast where I ate Enlightened ice cream, and my ketones were always really high while I was doing the fast, and I lost weight while doing it. Definitely check out that video if you haven't seen it, because I think it kind of can help change the way that you view desserts and ice cream, because ice cream is traditionally a very unhealthy thing to eat, and I think it really is based on the product. Another one you guys will be happy to know raised my ketones is Choc Zero milk chocolate chips. I have not tried their white chocolate, although I really, really want to, but their milk chocolate chips I did test a little while back ago, and it did raise my ketones. I actually really like the flavor, but it did give me a little bit of a migraine because it has monk fruit in it, so I unfortunately cannot have it. On that same chocolate note, Lillys chocolate bars and their chocolate chips always raise my ketones as well, and it does not give me any sort of migraine. So if you're sensitive to certain foods and get migraines kind of easily, Lillys might be a good option for you, because it definitely is for me. Another product that I have tested that raises my ketones is Perfect Keto Bars. I don't particularly like the Perfect Keto Bars, but it did raise my ketones, which is definitely reassuring because a lot of people eat those things. Another ice cream that raises my ketones consistently is Rebel. I did have a little bit of a weird result the first time I tested Rebel, but I retested it and it all came out fine. And I've also done an ice cream fast just with Rebel, and my ketones were always really high. So, Rebel, in my opinion, is a safe keto option. You may react differently to it, but my thought is if it raises my ketones, it's not going to completely kick you out of ketosis. I feel like everybody's body is different, but we are all similar as well. So I don't know that we would have polar opposite reactions, but anything is possible. You never really know. You gotta figure it out for yourself. Definitely try products and see how you feel when you have it. So a really interesting one is the SlimFast caramel clusters. If you remember from my last video of the products that decrease my ketones, the SlimFast caramel cup and peanut butter cup fat bombs actually lowered my ketones. Well, the SlimFast caramel clusters actually rose my ketones. So really interesting. Another chocolate option is Bake Believe. I personally don't really care for the flavor of Bake Believe, but when I eat it, it does raise my ketones. And a lot of times I do eat Bake Believe chips because I know it raises my ketones, and especially when I'm prepping for a product review video, I'll have Bake Believe after breakfast, maybe like a very lean breakfast, and then 3 hours later test my ketones, and it's kind of a surefire way to make sure I'm in ketosis. Another very pleasant surprise is Lillys Granola actually rose my ketones as well. I love the fat content in that. Don't like the price too much on those ones, but what can you do? Another one that rose my ketones is the Good Fats bar. I don't really like the texture of it. I don't like that it has a mousse kind of consistency, but I know a lot of people do like it. So if you are someone who likes it, there's a good chance that it raises your ketones as well. Another one that rose my ketones is the Shrewd Foods protein puffs. Definitely an interesting little snack. I'm not so sure that I would want to incorporate that regularly, but that might be something that you want to incorporate. And it did raise my ketones. Something that I do like to have as a dessert when I'm kind of in weight loss mode, which is like always, but it's the Too Good yogurts. I had tested that previously, and it did raise my ketones as well. You kind of think that like a yogurt wouldn't decrease your ketones, but you'd be surprised the things that shouldn't decrease your ketones but actually do. Like something that you wouldn't suspect raises your ketones or decreases your ketones. You just never know. Another one that raises my ketones, and I think this was along the lines of the first things that I figured out rose my ketones, is the Fearless Keto Cookie Bites. I think the company's name is Fearless, but I will have a picture here of it. Those rose my ketones. They're a lot like high key. They're a little more buttery than high key, but yeah, I think I got them on Amazon. Something that I am going to incorporate in my diet regularly is the Stoka bars because they did increase my ketones, and I think they're a really good snack to have when you're out and about. I don't like to be caught out and about without something to eat, so when I'm visiting family, there might not always be a keto option for me, so I like to carry something with me, and a Stoka bar is perfect for that. It's 220 calories, about around there, depending on which flavor you get, potentially, but it's a nice little snack that actually will keep you satiated because of the fat content, so I really like Stoka bars for that. And of course, it raises my ketones, so you gotta love it for that. A surprising one for me was the Atkins Indulge mousse bars. I love those things. They taste like Three Musketeers to me, or at least as close as I'm gonna get to a Three Musketeers again. But they do have maltitol in them, so I was confused when I tested my ketones that they increased my ketones. So I would be weary about those. A lot of people are intolerant to maltitol, so it's definitely something to be aware of. If you are a cake lover like me, you would be pleased to know that a great cake option is Smart Cakes, and they did raise my ketones, so that was such a relief for me. Smart Cakes has lots of different flavors. They have cinnamon, they have lemon. I actually just bought the lemon ones for my grandma. I need to check in with her to see how she likes them. But they have raspberry. I think they have a latte one. I just got their smart muffins, and I'm going to test those as well. So definitely look out for that one. Their muffins kind of just look like bigger cupcakes. But if you're a cake fan like me, definitely check out Smart Cakes. Then there's also something that not a lot of people talk about. It's called Breville snacks. Picture here. But they were nice little treats. They weren't incredibly sweet, so if you maybe don't have the biggest sweet tooth, but sometimes like something a little bit sweeter, it's a nice kind of salty sweet snack. It wasn't overly sweet in my opinion, but it did raise my ketones. Another bread option that a lot of people really like is sola bread. I personally prefer Chompies because I feel like sola bread has a little bit of a soy flour taste to it, but a lot of people really love sola, and when I tested sola, it actually increased my ketones as well, which they also use Vital Wheat gluten. So in my opinion, Vital Wheat gluten, there's nothing wrong with that. I've had someone tell me that Vital Wheat gluten is not low carb because it has gluten in it. And I think that misunderstanding comes from gluten is in bread, and bread is not low carb. But for bread, the gluten isn't what's making the bread not low carb. It's the flour. So, I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think Vital Wheat gluten is not keto friendly, just from my experience. Okay, I only have 2 more products. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this video is helpful for you. Please leave me a comment in the comment section if it is helpful. If it's not helpful, definitely let me know. I don't want to provide you guys information that you are not wanting to see. But my last 2 products is the Nuts and More peanut butter. That raises my ketones as well, and it actually tastes amazing on ice cream. A lot of people like to put peanut butter in yogurt. I personally don't like that. I don't know why, but I just don't like that. I really do like peanut butter on top of my ice cream though. I think it tastes amazing. I feel like it brings flavors out of the peanut butter. I feel like it brings flavors out of the ice cream, and it's just perfect. And the last thing that I had noted was actually something I already mentioned, which is the Choc Zero chocolate chips. Whoops. Yeah, 2 times it does raise my ketones. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like I said before, please let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have any suggestions of a video that you want me to do. I really appreciate your guys' insights and feedback. Like I said, this video was inspired from multiple subscribers who had suggested that I do a video like this. So I thought it was an amazing idea, and of course that would be something that's helpful. I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but if there's anything that you guys are wanting to see, let me know. Let me know your thoughts about this video, if it was helpful, not helpful. I just want to hear it all. So that's all I have for you in this video. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.